Hi guys. So now you're going to watch me read the beginning of our book independently, okay? So you're gonna watch me, and I have to make sure that I do all my reading expectations on how I'm going to read the book independently, right? So in this case, we're looking at the text in front of a computer, right? On the screen. So I'm making sure that I'm sitting down, okay, in one spot, and I'm going to make sure that I'm listening to the story the whole time, and I'm making sure that I'm also thinking about those questions while I'm reading the story. So some of the questions are, what is happening in the story? What is it you noticed? And what do you see in those pictures? Okay. So again, I'm going to read the story for you. Okay. I'm going to read it independently myself. Okay. And then you can look at it again and reread it again. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start. The Day You Begin. The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Rigoberto from Venezuela, your teacher says, so soft and beautiful that your name and homeland sound like flowers blooming the first bright notes of the song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller. When the teacher asks, what did you do last summer? Tell the class your story. We went to France, Shyla says. These shells came from a beach in Maine. A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in own untraveled hands. My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina, each souvenir a small triumph of journey. Their travels goes going on and on. As we stand in front of the room, you can only remember how the heat waved as lift off the curb. And your days went at home caring for your little sister, who made you laugh out loud and hug you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen asleep. And then in that room where no one else is quite like you look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what is this, when your students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? Okay, so what is happening? I know they're at school because they said the word teacher. I know there's kids, and one of the friends is named Rigoberto, and he's from Venezuela. So what are they showing? Oh, they're showing pictures of kids. They're showing pictures of them talking, and where did they do this last summer? Hmm, that's what I'm thinking right now. There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love you as you do. When even your own friend Naja will wrinkle her nose and say, what's in there anyways? And you'll wonder how she doesn't see the rice beneath the Beta Kamishi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most unpopular world. There will be times when climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far. The game isn't one you can ever really play. I don't want him on our team. You can watch. Maybe you can have your turn later. There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of, and all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady to steal and ready, even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there's quite like you until the day you began to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spend my whole summer with my sister. You tell the class your voice stronger than it's a minute ago, reading books and telling stories. And even though we're right on the block, it was like we got to go everywhere. So here, what did I notice? Oh, I noticed that this girl, her name is Angelina, and she read books to her sister. And I see this picture, and that's her sister right there. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina too. And all at once, in the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travel, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulous, not quite like you at all. I noticed flowers on those pictures. Ooh, I noticed Angelina playing with her friend. They have smiles on their faces. I know that because I can see it in her face. Hmm. She seems very happy. Oh, she does. She seems very happy. Maybe she's very happy classroom. Hmm. All right, Miss V is finished reading independently. I read the text on my screen. I stayed in one spot. I was visualizing and thinking about those questions the whole time as I was reading independently. Okay? All right, guys, I'll see you in the next section.